this shit? This episode of Triple CHS is brought to you by DraftKings.com. What's up, fight fans? I'm the Mount Chiliad Mystery of Mixed Martial Arts, Tommy Toehold. And just like the Jelly of the Month Club, GSP vs. Bisping is the gift that keeps on giving all year long. With the champion being out with a knee injury and GSP being unable to compete until fall, the UFC decided that middleweight would be held up for too long and made an interim title fight between Yoel Romero and Bobby Knuckles for International Fight Week. It was then said that the winner would go on to fight Bisping and that GSP would be welcome to challenge for the welterweight title next. Well, according to an interview George gave earlier this week, not so fucking fast with all that. The welterweight GOAT said after recently speaking with Dana White, he thinks there's a good chance this Bisping fight still happens. George, what the fuck, man?
What? This is clearly the most anticipated fight in the history of the sport of mixed martial arts. I'm just trying to do everything I can to ensure that that fight is going to take place.
I'll be honest, George, I'd be just as interested in your return if you came back at welterweight.
What? Come on, nobody wants to see that. I already beat all those guys and hold that belt is boring. People want multiple titles nowadays. Haven't you seen Conor McGregor? He go and get 2 belts and compete in another sport. That's what's hot right now. That's what the kids want. Nobody care if George St. Pierre come back after 4 years off and regain his throne from a batch of new and very strong competitors.
I don't know, George, that sounds pretty fucking awesome, man.
No, Bisping is the fight to make. He beat me for the most UFC wins, and that means that I need to beat him and take that back. And then he will retire, and I will have the record again and my second belt, and then I will go on to win the NBA Finals against LeBron James. Trust me, Tommy, MMA is like the stock market. You wouldn't understand.
Wait, say that last part again?
About MMA being like the stock market? Where do I begin?
No, God, please stop. Did you say LeBron James?
I told you, silly. People want to see the things like Conor do. They want you to win 2 belts and then compete in another sport and win there too. So I gonna go to the NBA and beat LeBron James in the NBA Finals.
George, I think Conor is boxing because it requires a similar skill set to MMA.
Tommy, I gonna take the same skills that I have in fighting and apply them to basketball. I gonna score some points in the early part of the game, and then I gonna play defense so hard that nobody else can score the entire time and I win 4-0. Fuck you, George. Fuck you, dude. This whole fucking thing, what the fuck are you doing, homie? Nobody cares anymore, alright? Nobody wants to see you fight Bisping. We want to see Bisping fight Yoel Romero or Bobby Knuckles. Nobody wants to see you fight a fucking middleweight. You're welterweight, motherfucker. You're like 5'9". You ever play EA UFC, George? You're available to fight at middleweight, and guess what? There aren't a bunch of little fucking kids sitting there going, oh my god, mommy, look, George St. Pierre's at middleweight in this game. I can finally have him fight Michael Bisping, my dream fight. No, motherfucker. They wanted you to fight Anderson Silva 4 years ago when it would have been fucking awesome. But you guys didn't do it. You sold a bunch of fucking wolf tickets. And now you come back and you're gonna get a fucking title fight at middleweight versus Bisping? If you win, you're gonna defend against Yoel Romero or Bobby Knuckles? Fucking wolf tickets, homie. This whole fucking thing. Wolf tickets. Fuck you, George. That was completely uncalled for, Dick.
See you tomorrow, fight fans!